Today, I want to talk really candidly and really openly about a really interesting subject. In December 2025, crazy to think we're in 2026. December 2025, I came very, very close to quitting music, and let's talk about why. So, I had a flight to Los Angeles. I think it was like December 8th or something like that. December 4th, I don't even remember, but I had a flight to Los Angeles and I canceled it. I just didn't go. I didn't go. And then I stayed home, stayed around my friends, stayed at my friend's house, and I began having a lot of thoughts about the music industry and about content and about content creation and like all of those aspects of like what has to be done these days if you're an artist. And I really, really allowed myself to start making the rounds in my head and like contemplating different scenarios and different conclusions that haven't even happened yet, obviously. But I started playing with these different ideas in my head about where could I really go as a music artist and where could I really go as a musician, given that I already have almost 1 million monthly listeners, 250 million streams. I'm already established, I'm accomplished, I am Ethan Ross, like I'm already somebody. I have an LLC, I pretty much have a functional business, but I was really debating, like, is this something I really want to do? And here's what happened. I was staying over my boy's house and I was telling him about all this. I was so frustrated. I was so tired of like constantly comparing myself to other people. And I really had the opportunity to go in depth with him about why I felt like I was comparing myself to so many people and why I felt like this comparison trend was just so draining and took the fun out of all of it for me. And hours passed. It's already like 2, 3 in the morning. Me and him are just kicking it. Nothing too crazy. He gets on the piano because he's a piano player. He starts playing piano. And I sit behind him and I'm like, yo, whatever you're playing on piano, I want you to keep playing that. Don't stop playing that on the piano. Keep going. And he kept going and he kept playing the piano. And then I took out my phone and I just started writing. I just started writing this crazy rap verse. It was like a melodic rap verse where I like dun 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 dun. It was like some melodic type flow that I had over the piano chords he was playing. And in a matter of like 10 to 20 minutes, I have this amazing, super vulnerable verse that I'm so proud of. And he's like, dude, you literally do this. And I was like, wow, I literally do this. And then it all clicked. It all clicked that the simplest possible situation was enough to completely breathe life back into me and revitalize all of my hope about making music. Because the best part about this is my opportunity to be authentic with you guys and my opportunity to just be me, which is what I was doing when he was playing the piano and when I was rapping over the piano. And so it led me to realize that the real sauce to promoting myself, to making content, to doing all of this stuff that so many people dread, the real sauce to that is me just get in front of the camera, turn the camera on and just go. No more of this, I need it to be high quality. I need it to be a $1 million production every time. I need it to be all of these things. No more of that. Because that was slowing me down for years. That was slowing me down from 2022 through 2025. I wish I had been doing this, what I'm doing with you now, years ago. So whoever's watching this, I want you to know comparison is like, it's just so silly because you immediately escape comparison, competition. He said, she said, I need to be like this guy. I need to be like that guy. You escape all of that with authenticity. You escape it. You're away from it. Authenticity is the key. And right now I'm sitting here. I'm not trying to give a performance. I'm just trying, not even trying, I'm literally just being me. And this is all I've ever wanted to do. All I've ever wanted to do is just be heard in this sort of way, you know? And it's a hard thing to come by. Even if I had the ultimate community and just had people around me 24/7 I could talk to, I would still be doing this. I would still be taking these videos and uploading them to YouTube, because I feel like it's just that simple. We always overcomplicate things. We're always like, content, it needs to be content, it needs to have the captions on the screen, it needs to be edited this way. When my boy was playing the piano and I sat behind him and wrote that verse that had me in tears pretty much, I wrote that verse while he was playing piano. There was no fancy stuff going on. There was no crazy production behind that. It was literally just my voice and his instrumentation. It was that simple, and that showed me everything that I needed to know. Showed me everything. So regardless of what you do, you might rap, you might sing, you might draw, you might be a public speaker, your thing might just be talking. That's it. You are the content. Let's move away from this addiction to expectations. Because some of us have a message and we tend to slow ourselves down when we get caught up in these expectations. And I felt all this imaginary pressure of like, there's this industry expectation. My manager has these expectations. My fans, the other artists in my scene have this expectation. I need to appear as this dark, mysterious, cool villain type character. Like, no. That's not me. I'm Ethan. That's all I've ever needed to be, and that's all I need to be right now, is me. So if you're watching this, I hope that you can get something out of this, because this video doesn't even need to be much longer than this. I feel like I already said what I needed to say. So, peace. Have an amazing day. Love you.